Alright, John Mayer put out a video recently for PRS Guitars, just talking about how he approaches learning the guitar, how he practices the guitar. Alright, I want to explain this in more detail to you guys because it's great to learn from guitarists who have already made it. Alright, now when he does this video, he kind of speaks in code a little bit. He doesn't explain himself very well. So I want to explain to you guys today how John Mayer learns the guitar. Now in this video, John gives us advice on how to find the guitar promised land, right? And he admits that the advice is a little bit unfun. In fact, this is pretty much exactly what he says. Everything you learn the building block for that thing you've just learned. Now, as John Mayer says in the video, that might be learning scales, okay? Instead of just learning parts of songs, you want to learn the building blocks of the song. So if you were going to learn Gravity by John Mayer, you would learn the chord, obviously. Okay, you're going to learn the riff. And then some bits and bobs, right? You can learn everything that you hear on the record just by learning by ear or watching a video on YouTube, fine. But as he says in this video, you're 5 times better off learning the building blocks of what you're learning. Okay, so if you have this G chord, try and play it in other parts of the neck, right? Be able to play that G chord in different places and movable shapes that you can change key with, alright? Instead of just learning what's there, discover other things that you can learn. Right? So you can play all along the neck. There's all of these different parts of the scale, not just what you hear in the song. And this is exactly what John Mayer is saying in the video. He's saying don't just learn parts of songs, right? That's the fun thing to do. It is a fun thing to do. So I'm not saying don't learn parts of songs, and that's not what John Mayer is saying. What he's saying is don't only learn parts of songs. Right? Learn the building block for each thing. Now, this is the predicament that all of us guitarists have in the beginning. We want to play like John Mayer. We want to play like Slash or whoever your idol guitarist might be, right? So what we do is we learn their songs, we learn their licks, we learn everything that we can find that they've played on a record, on a video, thinking that it will make us as good as them, right? That's how we can get to that standard, is just by playing what they play. But it doesn't work that way. If you don't understand the building blocks as those guitarists do, you'll never be able to come up with your own solos. You won't be able to come up with your own licks, chord progressions, songs. You won't be able to write anything. The only thing you're going to be able to do is play their music, right? They've written their own music. They've written their own solos, their own licks, most of the time, right? They can do it because they understand scale shapes. They've taken the time to learn some of those more boring, unfun things, okay? Now, they don't have to be boring. You can make them funner. I don't think learning scales will ever be as fun as learning a song, all right? But you can make it funner. Now, I actually teach all of these building blocks, as John Mayer calls them. I teach these building blocks on my website. That's what my website's for. I don't just get you to learn a bunch of songs and a bunch of licks and various bits and bobs that aren't going to get you anywhere, right? You can do that on your own. You can learn it by ear, or you can find a video on YouTube, right? This is the problem with a lot of online lessons on different websites. They just help show you how to play songs, and that is fun. It is a fun thing to do, but you will kind of get stuck. You will never be like John Mayer. You'll never be as good as John Mayer if you don't learn the building blocks. It's exactly what he's done, right? It's what I had to do before I could make a living from playing guitar as well. Before I got real enjoyment and fulfillment from playing the guitar, I had to learn some building blocks, and it's such a great feeling when you know just about anything you can do on the guitar and you can understand it and break it down. All right. So as I said, I teach a lot of this on my website. So if you want to learn these building blocks, if you want to learn the fundamentals of guitar, right, that you can apply to any style, by the way, you can apply these building blocks to anything in music. That is the point in them. The foundations are strong, everything else upwards is going to be strong too. All right, so there's going to be a link here, there's going to be a link in the description, there's a link in the comment section most likely. We'll go to guitarlegend.co.uk. All right, get yourself signed up if you want to learn this kind of building block thing that John Mayer is talking about. And trust me, you will be able to play like him. You'll be able to solo, you will be able to make chord progressions, write songs, that sort of thing, okay? Obviously, every guitarist has their own style. You don't want to sound identical to John Mayer. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you'll be able to come up with licks in the way that John Mayer can come up with licks. You'll be able to solo on the spot the way John Mayer can solo on the spot, right? You can make songs and chord progressions the way he can. If you know your building blocks, you'll be in the same boat as him, right? The rest just comes down to how creative your mind is and how much time you want to invest into getting good at the guitar. So I hope this lesson was insightful for you and useful. I'm going to put that video link to John Mayer's PRS video that I'm talking about. It's going to be in the description. So if you want to watch that, have a little watch of John Mayer talking about this. You can always come back and watch this video again, because when you listen to him talk about it, he kind of puts it in a code and he doesn't explain it very well. Okay, so I just kind of take it to the next level for you, explain it in a bit more detail. All right, so listen to what he has to say. Come back to this video again if you want to, and it might make more sense to you. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.